Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Sherry, Client Relations Manager here with Alcove Health Women's Clinic, and today we have something different. For the first time, if you've been watching our videos, we have a man in the clinic.
A real life man.
Yes,
They exist.
Ryan is one of our directors, and he's here with us today because we know that we listen to you, our women, and you often express how an unplanned pregnancy is causing a problem in a relationship with the father of the baby. Right, Ryan?
No doubt. You know, I think in some ways an unplanned pregnancy is a lot like other unplanned things. And so you're in a relationship and there's a shock to the system. It could be a good shock, a bad shock. You lose your job, you have a new opportunity in another state. And, you know, that's stressful. And at first, you may have a gut reaction, you know, and a guy may go hole up in his room and say, I got to figure this out. Or there are lots of reactions. But at the end of the day, an unplanned pregnancy, you're going to have that initial period of shock, and you can't just leave it there. You've got to take that next step and communicate about what to do next.
Right, and so when COVID happened a little over a year ago, you and the other directors got together and you made some tough decisions. A lot of the medical providers around us, as most of you know, were only allowing the women to come into the clinic or the client. But you got together and decided you were still going to allow the fathers of the babies to come in with their clients because it was that important, especially for a woman who wanted an abortion and she and her partner were not on the same page. He didn't want her to have an abortion. You saw that pull. And so y'all made some tough decisions. It is that important,
It's that important, Sherry. I mean, that's exactly right. I think an unplanned pregnancy and what to do next is too important of a decision to just not talk about. And if we have a safe place that can facilitate at least the beginning of that conversation between partners, we got to do it. We got to make that work. And we did the proper protocols for COVID, but we were prioritizing that conversation between the father and the mother.
Right. And so as always here at the clinic, we do our videos are a camera, a clinic, and a question. And
a man.
And a man, a fourth thing, a man. And this time you're going to answer the question. And so in reference, we've been talking about a lot of situations where a woman wants to have an abortion, but a man does not. But our question is the opposite of that. The question from online is, my boyfriend wants me to have an abortion, but I don't want one.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Well, before I answer that question directly, let me say it this way. I think that the possibility of a father and a mother not being on the same page is why sometimes, maybe oftentimes, there's no communication in the first place. Because if you communicate, you may discover you aren't on the same page, and then that creates a new problem. Again, I think an unplanned pregnancy is so important. You got to take that risk and have that conversation. You may find you're on the same page, you may find you're not, but you can't not do that. You got to have some time to talk about it, get through that initial shock period and have that conversation. And then, even if at first you're not on the same page and he wants an abortion and you don't, it may be that he hasn't listened and heard a little bit, and maybe a conversation will help him see your perspective a little more clearly. Or, and we don't want this to happen, but it's certainly possible, that doesn't matter and that doesn't change things. And that's why we're here at Alcove, and you are equipped to care for women in that situation that need some other resources from the community and our partners that we have. We want to make sure that even in that scenario where she's going to continue with the pregnancy, but without the support of the father, that she's going to have some people around her to help her out.
Right. When you come here, everyone is provided a safe space. So there is no leaving here feeling like you didn't have a space where you were heard and you can hear others talk. And so that's really important. And so we know that when you looked at that test for that pregnancy and you weren't planning for it, it was shocking. It also is shocking for the man, right? But it's not shocking for us because here at Alcove Health, we've been preparing for unplanned pregnancies for decades. We've helped thousands of women and their partners on the Virginia Peninsula. So we are here for you for this very specific time. And what we'd like for you to do now is to go to the website that you'll see on the end screen, schedule and request an appointment with us, then talk to him and see if he will come with you. We will set you up an appointment. All of our services here are at no cost and with confidentiality. So you have nothing to lose, but honestly, everything to gain, right?
That's right.
Thanks so much, everyone. We're glad to see you today. Thanks for being in the clinic with us, Ryan. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.